Hey everybody, it's Chainsaw Reacts back once again, another reaction for you guys. We have made it, guys. We have made it to the Season 2 premiere of Ben 10 Alien Force. It's crazy to say that we've made it to Season 2 of the sequel series to classic Ben 10. It's crazy how far we've come along this journey, and we still have a ways to go. Now, as always, like I've been doing over the last number of weeks, I don't know the episode title until we get into the episode itself. Before we dive into the episode, we got introduced to the most powerful alien that Ben has ever turned into in the Season 1 finale of Alien Force, Alien X. Now, there is a huge downside to Alien X because, yes, Ben repaired the damages of the dam and reversed time or reversed matter. I have no idea what Ben did, but that was freaking awesome. However, Alien X's downside is that Ben was transported into space with two entities, beings, one voiced by Kevin Conroy, which I really wish I would have figured that out at the time. It just didn't click in my head. So I was like, what the hell's going on here? And they all have to make a decision, or it has to be overruled 2 against 1 in regards to a decision being made using Alien X. And Ben vowed that I don't think the price is worth it, because Ben finally got out of being Alien X because he was stuck, frozen, because there was no decision being made in regards to what Alien X can or cannot do, because they both were disagreeing with him and everything he threw at them. They're like, nah. So it was a whole thing, but I really love the design of Alien X, and I hope we see Alien X again. I'm not sure, though. That downside, that's bad, but regardless, here we go, guys. Let's get into now the Season 2 premiere of Ben 10 Alien Force. Let's go. Oh, right away.
It's trying to run.
Yes. Echo, echo. There you go.
Don't touch me, creature.
Creature.
Don't let him get in that thing.
He just turned it on. Oh! What the hell?
Your friend interfered with the teleporter settings.
He sure did.
In fact, I still am.
They're still fighting. Uh-oh. Oh my god, it's like Dune. It's like Dune. Holy crap. Yeah, it's basically Dune. Not good, not good, not good. Oh shit. It's not done. He's actually helping? That's surprising.
What was that thing?
Yeah, what was it?
A Dravik. Its kind is numerous on this planet.
You couldn't defeat it alone. And I
You couldn't defeat it alone.
If more of them come, I don't like this any better than you do.
I don't think it's any better. We gotta work together, though.
We are on Toromusta, a desert world.
I mean,
Only as a
no.
teleporter raid.
Can you find it?
The sooner we get moving, the sooner we get home.
Exactly. Scratch your
Your
butt.
kind disgusts me.
I'm really just a plain old human.
That is even worse.
It's even worse.
Begone, foul thing.
We'll have to watch each other's backs. We don't want
Gotta
any more
work together.
Dravics to get the drop on us.
Yeah.
Or under us.
It's strange that Ben has to work with this. So,
Do not lay your hands on me.
she's just trying to help.
Foul thing.
Humans like it cooler than this too, but you're actually wasting away here.
Yeah.
I've got something that can help us both beat the heat.
Oh?
Hang on.
Stop that.
Why? He's trying to help you. This is so weird. It's just a mirage. It ain't really water. Or is it? Oh. Oh, shit. Yep. Fly out. So what Ben was actually putting his hands in was saliva. Ugh.
Move.
You're gonna die if you don't listen to him.
I might bring you to fight.
Oh, nice. Oh.
I can locate water myself. We are not some kind of anything. The hybrid is the only kind.
The only kind? He's allowing him to take water. So that's a good thing for right now, yeah.
I believe
Oh shit. Oh, I would hate that. Oh, I would hate that. That is so many. I would freak out. Oh, this is worse. Oh, I made it worse. Ah. Swamp fire. You blaze them up. There you go.
hybrid
Yeah, run. That'll help. Oh.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
How dare
If he wouldn't have, you would have, who knows, died?
unhand me? Second rule of this plan. I'll do him 10 paces behind.
Oh.
You have not yet dealt with me at my full strength. See,
Well, he could take you out right now.
right there. I shall carry on from here. On my
Bye
own.
then. Go and die.
Go then.
That'll make them second guess things,
We shall
especially him.
camp here.
We shall camp. Yeah, we'll stay here.
You sit around it and, talk.
To you, for what conceivable purpose?
Yeah, what's your
I
name?
am called Ryan Rosset III, seventh son of the noble hybrid house of heir to the
I'm gonna call you Rhiney.
I'm gonna call you Rhiney.
respectful.
I mean, we may not be friends exactly, but we're not full-on mortal enemies anymore either.
Well,
Thanks to this, I get to walk a mile in other life forms' shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So I can totally understand what it's like to be them.
Why would I, a hybrid, be the
Hybrid.
slightest bit interested in befriending the revolting likes of you? Hybrids were
Okay.
the very first race in the universe. Hideous abominations of nature, especially humans.
You can't really believe all that. Not after everything we've been through, not after the way I've been helping you.
I shall take the first watch.
Oh no,
I wouldn't
I'm
trust him.
wide awake.
No.
You get some sleep.
he saved him. Okay. That's a big boy. Oh boy.
Not in these conditions.
Damn, that sucks. Tried.
Why would you help me?
Cause he's not an
You
ass.
help me.
Yeah, why would you save him? Yeah. Oh shit. Okay. So that was just a trick. They're so lucky. They're so lucky. Oh, setting him inside on fire. That's good.
Maybe we should walk at night.
I mean, you got a little bit of rest, maybe, you know?
Proof that underneath it all, hybrids aren't really so bad. That despite those terrible things you may have said before, you really do want to try to be friends with a human. Come on.
Wow. Out in the open like that, okay.
I have spent too long with you, Ben Tennyson.
And he's changed, so he's like, I gotta stay.
Myself become contaminated, risking my own life to save you, a lowly human.
Rhiney, I stay here.
In self-imposed exile, as it should be.
I thought I had gotten through to you.
You did, but not the way you think. That's interesting.
This much is true.
Everything looks fine, but I can't make it work.
He's gonna come
Gotta
back.
Fix it, Kevin. Where's the hybrid? And did he get away?
I doubt it.
Wow. I wasn't expecting that. And that was the Season 2 premiere of Ben 10 Alien Force. And I gotta say, I wasn't expecting this episode to go in the direction that it did. But I have to say, the storytelling, the pace, and especially Ben and, as he called him, Rhiney. I think that's what he called him, Rhiney, after he gave his whole giant name and his whole lineage. The hybrid. Like, just the way they paced that storyline when they're trapped on this planet that's clearly inspired by Dune, Arrakis, and the Sandworm and all that kind of stuff. Like, it was really interesting how they were pulling from that and everything. But I wasn't expecting this episode to go the direction it did, but I think it worked. I think it worked because we had been seeing, and I haven't really been calling them by their names because I had heard hybrid, but I wasn't sure like that was what they were called, the species, but they're hybrids. He said it multiple times, so it's a hybrid. Like, we've been seeing hybrids throughout season 1. We've seen, I think we've seen like 2, I think, or 3 up to this point. Anyways, but having Ben and Rhiney, this hybrid, being on this planet, and they're stuck, okay? They're stuck, and the way that Kevin threw that rock or whatever, and it turned on the portal, they both got sucked in, and Ben was Echo, which, by the way, I missed Ben using that alien, because he has used Echo in a bit. It was cool to see him use Echo and actually stay in Echo for a little bit once they're on the planet and everything, and talking a lot more than usual, because Echo doesn't say too much, but there was a lot more dialogue in this episode with him. But then seeing the slow change in the hybrid, because we've heard hybrids talk down to everything. And we got some more information about their heritage and basically why they believe what they believe in, because apparently based on his information, I don't know if this is all of this confirmation or confirmed information, but he told Ben when they're at that, you know, fire pit or whatever, when they're there at the campfire, so not really camping, he says that his race was the first race, and first alien race or whatever, and everything else is beneath them. And he goes on and saying some more things. It's like, okay, so that explains kind of the mindset of why the hybrids believe they're the best, because they're the first, supposedly, if this is true. But showing Ben's true, because here's the thing, we opened the episode with them fighting the hybrid and just right into the action. But then Ben is not in that fighting mode. He's not there to stop a hybrid. He's there to get himself and the enemy out. And Ben is showing that he's human. He has emotions. He has, you know, he's a hero at the end of the day. That's who he is. He is the hero. And so for him to actually put that aside in terms of going against this hybrid and was chasing after it and everything, and they got sucked through the portal, things change. And they realize, especially that Sandworm shows up, okay, we have to work together, because they both couldn't fight it on their own. They were able to get it to go away working kind of together. But then there's the whole rules, 10 paces behind me, and you're a vermin, and I don't need your help. And yet he is dying out there. That hybrid, right? He's dying out there. And Ben tries to help him with Big Chill, all that kind of stuff. He sees water. Clearly that wasn't water, but it was another trick from the sandworm. There was a name for it, but I'm not going to remember that name. But then seeing the craziness unfold, and then those bugs. Oh my god, those like beetle looking like bugs. Holy crap, that is nightmare fuel. The giant sandworm or whatever, crazy stuff. We've seen it, of course, like I said, in Dune. We've seen it in Star Wars. Did something like that with the Mandalorian. And I believe there's other things that have definitely paid homage to Dune in that aspect in terms of Arrakis and the sandworms and everything. But we see that here. But those fucking little bugs that crawled all over them, nightmare fuel. Nightmare fuel. I hate that. But then there was a turning point. Because when they're having a conversation back and forth at the, I call it a campfire scene, because that's basically what it was. There's a little fire and everything. And, of course, the hybrid's not backing down in terms of his opinions and everything on anything beneath him and beneath his heritage and his culture and all that stuff. Everything is bad. We're good, everything bad. We're good, everything else bad. But then Ben he's going to stay awake. He clearly doesn't stay awake. He's tired. The hybrid saves him. Riney saves him from a giant bug that's like, okay, this thing's way bigger than the ones that were crawling all over them. And he gets his arm cut off. And Ben, being who he has been through the whole episode, saving Riney's life, trying to help him out, they're both working together to survive on this planet, he turns into Swampfire and wraps vines around his severed hand, which I'm surprised they actually showed that. But I think it's because it's alien, they can get away with it, because if it was a human that lost his hand, they would not show that. And also, too, they kind of hit it with the smoke and shit, but when they actually destroyed the head of that sandworm, they kind of hid that a little bit, too. But I was kind of surprised by showing that little bit, too. But that was kind of cool, where they actually worked together, and that was like kind of a turning point, in a sense, in terms of, okay, now they're actually working as a team, kind of, a lot of quotes around that team, but freezing on the inside, and don't stop freezing until I tell you, and then they actually were able to defeat the worm. But cutting off the hand, I was actually quite surprised they showed that. But this is a darker show. I think if this was Ben 10 Classic, I don't think they would have done that. Maybe they did do that at one point. But all I know is that the way they went about it, showing like clear-cut shots of the hand cut off, and then showing him attaching the hand and wrapping it with vines, clear as day, we know what happened. He lost his hand, and they had a whole conversation about it. How in this climate and what's happening right now, I can't regenerate it. But then saving Ben's life, and you saw where Riney's not talking much after saving Ben's life and realizing, oh shit. And then he chalks it up as they get to the portal, and it's just out in the open, by the way. I thought it'd be like in a cave or something, but it's out in the open. But it's like, no, go home. Ben Tennyson. Ben Tennyson. I wonder, like, why does he repeat Ben twice? I don't know. But Ben Tennyson, go home. I'm going to stay here. He's like, why? Then he explains as, you infected me. You changed me. I have been compromised. That was his way to get around the fact that he ultimately did change to be a better hybrid. A better individual, but he can't accept that as he did that on his own. He has to kind of blame Ben on that, but he accepts the fact that, you know, I have to stay here. I would affect, no, if you actually went back to your homework, maybe you could affect some changes that are good for the rest of everybody, but he stays. And I'm guessing we'll probably not see him again. I think the implication is that he's going to die out on this planet, and that's really unfortunate. Because even though I'm against the hybrids and all that, like, they have terrible ideology and they're terrible aliens and shit, and they're villains of the show, but this one, literally, through all the craziness, was able to actually was actually able to help and save Ben's life and change. And it kind of goes to show it can happen. Because did Ben beat the shit out of Riney, the hybrid, to get him to change? No. It's because they were actually working together. I think it's interesting. So, it's unfortunate that the presumption is that Riney is gone, but interesting. Ben learned more about them through this whole experience, and he probably has a different viewpoint on hybrids moving forward, potentially. So overall, I really enjoyed the direction I went with this episode. I wasn't expecting the direction, but I do appreciate it, and I do think that it was good, because I like being surprised. Because that opening, I'm like, okay, oh cool, fighting this alien, okay. But not realizing the direction we were actually going to head in terms of the storytelling of this episode. So overall, yeah, good stuff. Hope you guys enjoyed the reaction. I'm curious to know what you guys thought about this episode. And were you surprised like me when you first watched it for the first time and was surprised by the direction of them being stuck on a planet and them actually not bonding, but growing together and actually not fighting, and Ben actually trying to help out and ultimately did change the hybrid, change Riney. I'm curious to know what you thought about it when you first watched it. Let me know in the comments below, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out.